Fresh bringing it to you on a Thursday. Today, this YouTube video in our college segment is going to air on the on this particular Sunday, which will be on Sunday, January 30th, 2022. And I'm going to try to be as brief as I can, but I know this is an intense topic. The topic is basically different type of high school diplomas that you can get while you are in high school. Most schools offer your regular standard diploma, things that you may need, which I'll show you in my first slide. But there are programs that are offered by schools that enhance your college application. My school does not offer any of these things. It just offers your basic standard high school diploma, so the kids can usually head off to either to work, or they'll head off to their local community college, which is Miami-Dade College, and that's about it, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. It doesn't make it any better, any worse, or whatever. But they are what they are. And but as I was helping a particular senior, I know they were going through some of their college applications, and I say, hey, does my high school offer blah 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 in terms of diplomas? And I know they don't, so that's why I automatically told the kid no, just put no. But I said, wait a minute, I felt a YouTube topic, and so I told him, can you do me a favor and just hold that so I can just take a picture? And I took a picture of the three type of diplomas that this particular college, I believe, if my brain served me right, it was Texas Christian University, asked if does your school offer that? And so I took a picture, and I'm visiting this topic right now. What are these particular high school diplomas that sort of they add extra sauce to your college application? Let's check it out. So what we have here, what is a high schoal diploma? Basically, a high school diploma is meeting all your requirements, usually designed by the state here in the United States of America. You usually need to pass multiple classes in English, math, social studies, science, and other classes. Again, it varies by state. But usually, as you remember in the very beginning of my campaign here about 2 years ago, actually at this point, probably in the fall of 2020, I mentioned you do need 4 Englishes, 4 math, 3 social studies, 3 science, and some electives. And so these are the things that are required by my school that's just your basic standard high school diploma. And you move on, that there are different type of diplomas, as was this kid had noticed on his college application, The kids noticed that there can be different levels to show what kind of education that you are getting, or that you are challenging yourself to do. And so that it's going to require extra effort. But with that extra effort, that you are showing that you're doing more than what is required by the district or the state, and your college application for a higher level school like the one I just mentioned, and a places like a Pomona College, Harvey Mudd College, a Jesuit school like a Georgetown, or Harvard as the usual there, they're going to require more than your standard diploma. Now, this is the first one, and these first 2 that I'm going to be talking about, they usually need to be required within 24, 25 months, or 2 years. This one I have heard of, but with all 3, I really needed to do some serious research. And again, if you don't know something and it just doesn't look familiar to you, find out what it is. And if you're a high school student or what have you, check it out and see what's there, and see if it's something that your high school can accommodate you with. So the Baccalaureate, they're looking for those 3 particular ideals to maximize this particular level of high school diploma: a theory of knowledge, the extended essay, and creativity, activity, and service. They basically want you to make sure that you just don't memorize things, that you understand that nature of your knowledge. And number 2 there, that it's independent and self-directed, that you can do research without being pushed, and that you can actually use, in my number 3, a concept there is to not just say, hey, what do I need to do? No, you figure out what you need to do. You create the activity and you provide the service. And here with Baccalaureate, you'll see that this diploma It's taken from 6 subject areas like the language and language acquisition, individual societies, sciences, math, and the arts. It's not just a matter of learning your basic information, but to be able to perhaps use it in a creative fashion through the arts, and perhaps using even language acquisition in the respect of being able to say, hey, okay, now not only do I know my native language well, I at least get an intermediate knowledge of a differing language that may help me in my future endeavors. So here with the IB or into baccalaureate, again, I had to do some research because honestly, I didn't know that there were different types of classes. Like it says here, HL, the high level classes where you need 240 teaching hours. Remember, this needs to be completed within 25 months. And then you have your standard level classes, which only require about 150 teaching hours. And students need to take at least 3 high level classes, but not more than 4. And they must take at least 6 IB courses in at least 5 groups in order to make yourself a more well-rounded individual. And higher level classes are looking for just that. Now, with this particular diploma, that was diploma number 1, the extra sauce there for your college application. This one is AICE, and honestly, this is a more high level, more international program, and again, needs to be completed within a 2-year radius. And even though there are 55 subject choices, you don't obviously have to take all 55 classes, but because each class represents a credit, you do need to take from the 4 different groups of the math and science, languages. Languages is a big deal because since now, especially with the onset of the internet and social media, this world is smaller than ever. And so it is important not to just master your native language. And arts and humanities, interdisciplinary and skills-based subjects, because they want to make sure that you're able to use, because a lot of people just memorize things to memorize them and they don't know how to utilize it. And so that's why, like for this, for example, like this YouTube video, I'm trying to digest what this particular diploma is, and I'm putting it into my own words and my own thoughts. And that's the important thing about education. You need to make it your own. Now, with this particular thing, you need to, again, each class is a credit. 7 credits are required for earning the diploma. 1 credit from groups 1, 2, and 3, which I showed you previously. 3 credits across the groups, any desired combination. You may have more of an affinity towards perhaps languages or the arts, and then a global perspective and research, because remember, that's something that is very, very important now, that you be able to be a global citizen and not just worry about your particular country. And at the end, you must take an end of the year exam for each class. I know here in South Florida, we have something called an EOC, where you are end of course exam. So it's similar to that, where they wanted to make sure that you definitely have a good grasp of understanding. And again, as I mentioned, you must take everything within 25 months. And of course, again, besides the fact that it's spectacular for your college application, higher level college application, but you also get to use these kind of cool cords when you graduate. That's what they're called. They're called cords, to show that you indeed completed that particular diploma. You went above and beyond. And so here with AICE, you'll see that it's interesting with the grading. You'll see that there's a 2-year class, two-year class and a 1-year class, a AS level and the A level. But you'll notice that here that's because again it is an international setting. You do have not just an A, B, C, or D, but you also have an E grade, which is definitely not here in the United States, or an F, which obviously will earn you nothing. But the A for a 1-year class will give you 60 to 20 points. 60, I should say, and E will give you 20 points. And each of these grades, even the E, as weird as it sounds, is more impressive than the U.S. equivalency, because they are international classes and they do require more of you. And the 2-year class, you see, the points are much higher as well. And you'll see there, is it worth it? Is it something that is worth your time? 100%. If you really can do this and is offered by your school, and it's something that you would want to do, you see college applications, they really love it, and it will definitely boost your grade point average. So the diplomas here, you'll see that they have 3 levels of diplomas. That you'll have the pass level, depending on the points that you get, depending on what you get in terms of each class, your 2-year classes and your 1-year classes, and your AICE diploma with merit. You'll see there with 250 to 359 points, and then if you really knock it out of the park, you'll get these AICE, whatever it's called. I'm sorry, I goof it up all the time. Diploma with distinction, 360 points max or more. Your max is 420 points. And so it really depends on that. And even, seriously, I don't say, well, what if I get it just a pass level? That's even still very, very, very good. And it's something that's showing that you have indeed excelled and done more than your fair share of what you need to do. Now this one, I know about this AP because it's done by the same people that do the College Board. But honestly, I've heard of the Capstone program, but I honestly, I've never researched it. So all 3 of these things that this particular senior, he was asked if our school offered it, and obviously I had to say no. But it's good to know what is out there. And just because your school doesn't offer it, maybe if like my school doesn't offer it, maybe like something like this, like these diplomas, you can do research. You can reach out to your principal and say, hey, I'm interested in doing this. Can I do it? And I bet more often than not, the principal's going to say yes, because you're going above and beyond. So advanced placement capstone. These includes AP seminar and AP research and 4 other AP courses for a total of 4 AP classes. And what is an AP class? Advanced placement is basically a college level class in a high school age, high school setting. So you're going to be taking 6 total advanced placement classes. And these, again, are college level classes created by the SAT people, the College Board. And if you recall my social media this past Thursday, by 2024, the SAT will then be all digital. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at my social media, Louis D. Fresh, for this past Thursday, the 27th of January, 2022. AP Capstone includes a 5,000 word research paper, and now you don't have to count words. I know people say, you have to count the words. No, because if you notice when you're doing your whatever paper, it'll count the words for you. So in essence, I know the next question, does it need to be 5,000 words? If it says 5,000 words, make it 5,000 words. If you're going to go over, make sure you only go over by maybe 10 or 15 words, but don't go under it because that will count against you. AP Capstone, you must get 3 out of 5 or higher. Out of 5 or higher, I don't think it'd go higher, but that's all right, on all the exams you receive on the AP Capstone Diploma. For the AP class, you need to take a test at the end of the year, at the end of the class, I should say. And a 3 will say, hey, you did all right, you kind of got by. And 4 is you have some type of mastery, and 5 represents that you have mastery of the material. So the goal really is not so much a 3, but you're really looking for a 4 or 5 in order to get what you need. And that is, again, the AP Capstone Diploma. And those are which I'm going to talk about right now, the seminar and the research, which are required for this particular high school diploma. So the AP Capstone, this is the first extra that you need to take. It is only offered if you are doing the AP Capstone diploma. It's not offered just to offer it. So the AP seminar is the first that you must take it in this order, that is based on themes, based on students' interests and local civic issues. Again, like the other 2, they want to make sure that you're not just learning stuff or memorizing stuff, that you're actually acquiring knowledge and using it for the greater good. And based on international issues and concepts from other classes. I really like this whole international flair between all 3 of them, because again, that's really the goal, is to become global citizens, to be more aware of the planet, and not just your neighborhood, your city, your state, or your country, but to just be part of that. And to have a team project where you have individual paper and presentation, where you bring across your ideas and how it is that you can be that global citizen. Now with AP Capstone, then you take AP Research. And again, this is only offer AP Research with the AP seminar first. The class allows you to design, plan, and conduct a year-long research-based investigation on a topic that interests you. Like for me, it would definitely be tropical fish for sure, freshwater fish. And at the end of your investigation, you're going to write that 5,000-word essay, present it, and defend it, almost like you would do a dissertation on a PhD level. So that is your exam, your essay, and your defense of what you found. So there is no formal exam for that. And I completely forgot that was my last slide. So there you go. Those are the three, and I'm glad I finished it a little quicker than I thought. I thought it was going to go well over 20 minutes. Those are three diplomas, and I'm going to keep snooping around. I keep my eyes open, as you should. Some of these YouTubers say, drop a comment if you see other diplomas and stuff. But I'm going to keep looking around. But those were three diplomas that I think that came out in this kid's. I was TCU, Texas Christian University. If you were eligible for that, and I took a picture of it. And like I said, about 6 weeks later, I looked it up, and honest. This is the truth. This was the hardest YouTube video I've done, because there was so much research and so much material to go through, and I try to consolidate it, and I'm trying not to just say, hey, here's the website, which I did probably for a whole year, and I'm really trying to make it more, user friendly, and trying to have you understand a little bit better. So I can't lie, this was the hardest video that I've had to research. And so, but that's life. If you want education, you're gonna have to learn and put in the effort, and so that's what I encourage you to do. Just don't accept things as they are. Do more, excel, and this way you can be the best possible person you can be. This is Louis D. Fresh. Before I keep going on and on and on, make it a great day.